Hey everybody, I'm Josh.
And I'm Rachael.
Come along with us over the next 7 days as we embark on a New England and Canada cruise.
We will be stopping in St. John, where we have a small group kayak excursion.
Go to world-famous Peggy's Cove while in Halifax.
Create our own pub crawl in Sydney.
And enjoy Lighthouses, Loggers, and Lobsters in Portland, Maine.
But first, let's check out our home for the next week on board Brilliance of the Seas from Royal Caribbean. Let's go!
Here we go.
Yay! We made it on board.
Welcome to Brilliance of the Seas.
It has been a long time since we've been on a Royal Caribbean
a
ship.
full year and several other cruises since we've been on Royal. Feels like home.
It does feel like home.
Yeah.
Oh, I did see ponchos. Good, because we forgot our raincoats.
Yeah.
Oddly enough.
Oh yeah, this cruise is going to be a cold weather cruise.
Yeah.
We are in Boston and we are headed north to Canada. Going to hopefully get some leaf peeping in.
Some
We've
new
already ate,
adventures.
and we've already ate a ton of lobster, so
Yeah.
we're gonna probably eat a lot more. But let's see if our room's ready. It's also been a while since we've been on a smaller ship.
Yes. Much
But-
smaller ship than the last
Yeah.
one we were on.
Here is your atrium. Goes all the way up. It's a very pretty ship so far.
It is very pretty.
Yeah, I know it's one of the older, smaller ships.
Yeah, part of the Radiance class, I believe.
Yeah. All right, we did get a very nice upgrade from
We
the
did.
casino program this time.
Yes.
Unfortunately, that means we have to climb the stairs up to 10 now. And we're up to 6.
And that was one.
All right, we made it up to 10. And unfortunately, we're about 10 minutes early before we can get to our room. But I'll just show you. So we typically do full tours day one just so we can get our bearings. Here's a quick look over what we're going to be going over. Once we get to drop off our bags, our jacket, and our 12-pack of soda.
And our wine.
And 2 bottles of wine, yeah. No drink package this time, but if you didn't already know this, you can bring a 12-pack of soda and 2 bottles of wine
Yes.
with you.
Looks like we're right under the fitness center. That's good.
Yes. So we're going to end up being 10 1,000. And here's a pretty cool view of that atrium from the 10th floor. All the way down. Good news. The rooms are ready.
The rooms are ready.
All right, we were thinking maybe we're in the middle of the ship. No,
No.
we
aren't.
Yeah. 10th floor, room 1000, which means we're at the very end.
Yeah.
All right. This looks decent.
It does look good.
Well, it's definitely like an old school style.
Definitely old school. But look at there's a coffee pot in the room.
I don't know that I've ever...
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Ever.
I think we may have had one in a suite before.
Yeah.
Let's kick on some lights. Oh, there's a Coke.
There is no way that's real, is it?
What is it? I think we might have too many bottles of water.
I only ordered maybe 2. There's no way that's real, right?
All right. Well, that'll be the fun part of this cruise, seeing if we make it through 48 liter
Liters of
bottles
water.
of water.
I don't think that's ours.
Well, it is now.
It is now.
Room looks good.
Does look good.
It feels dated,
Yeah.
but not terrible.
Feels dated, but it's clean.
Yeah. All right, let me see. How'd that bathroom look?
It's small. It's tiny. There's no,
Hey, there's a mirror.
there is a mirror.
Turn this low. Oh, did you notice that there's a curtain?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to word.
Hi. Okay. So the curtains aren't always the greatest. But you can see they do have the body wash, shampoo in one. I do believe that there's some storage
I have to look this up.
right there. So that's not too bad. A little bit of, it's a very interesting color combo. And we've got our closet right here. Sorry if I'm moving fast. Decent amount of shelving though. I would say that's good storage for an older, smaller ship. What are you doing over there?
I'm checking to see about the water, because there's no way I ordered that much water.
There is a little bit of storage right here. Very little. I don't know what you can store in there. Obviously, some good lighting. And these are because of Crown and Anchor Society. We get those 4 baby bottles along with our other billions.
I know. I'm positive I did not.
Are there plugins?
It does not appear that there are.
No plug-in on that side. No. Usually you do end up needing to use, we have found USB on other phones. Not this one. So no extra with that.
No.
Here is our few outlets that we have. So those, and then some European. We will see how that goes for charging. And then we might as well take a look. We do have a balcony. And as I said, it is at the very end of the ship. And there's a little better view of the balcony zoomed out. It'll be good.
I'm pretty positive I only booked 24 water bottles for a total of 50.
Well,
it's hard to say. It doesn't say. It says 12 or 24 bottles.
We have plenty of water for this trip.
Yeah.
So let's see how many we drink at the end of this. If you want to, leave a comment down below saying how many of these 48 we finish. That could be a fun one. And we will say it in our final video of this series, how many bottles we drank.
Yeah.
All right, later. All right, we are 1 bottle of water down. And now it's time to go explore this ship. We're going to start at the top because the weather's terrible. And I'm guessing it's only going to get worse. So let's see what we can see up top. Starting where everybody likes to start, the gym.
That's right.
In the ship-shaped center. Did you see that?
Yes. It's very cheesy.
Cute name. Okay. This looks better than I expected already.
Yeah, 75-pound.
Just enough for me.
Oh, they do have some classes as well.
That's
cool.
Good.
Yeah.
You can see some bikes. Lots of treadmills up ahead. Decent amount of cardio.
Yeah.
And it does look like there's a running track out on this level.
Oh.
So we'll probably check that out. Yeah. It's a good view. Try to get here later this week. All right, I'm probably not going to talk a lot out here because I do believe it's going to be windy and cold.
Yes.
But I'll try to show the highlights. This is a cool spot for a view.
You should be able to see, yeah.
Oh, the helipad?
Helipad, where you can get to for takeaway,
Yeah,
sail away.
we might head down there. We'll see how the weather is. But we believe that you can go on the helipad when it's opened. That makes no sense. You get it, right? And this does indicate to me the running track is out here. There's a sky bar up here on 12, overlooking the pool. Got a couple hot tubs down there, and at least one of them's open. Looks like they're both open.
Yeah.
And I think they have movies out here. I don't know how many movies we'll want to see.
I know. Not unless they also provide blankets and sweatshirts.
Yeah. And art. And there's a plane. Always good to know that it's 1 mile is 6 laps. Or 4 laps for a kilometer. Here's another view of the pool deck. You can see there is a bar that's open down below, and I love the sign for the Brilliance of the Seas. Back of the ship seems to be the sports area. You can see there is a big rock climbing wall. There is miniature golf, basketball court, and a slide. And here's the golf course. Miniature golf course. I like how it's got lighthouses because that's kind of this trip.
True.
In the very far back we found the arcade, and Rachael thinks Izumi's back here. Shuffleboard. Let's check this out. There's your arcade. Some decent games.
Yeah. And a very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to your vacation.
And here's Izumi, the very back of the ship.
Now, of course, ladies and gentlemen, inside your stateroom there was a Canadian immigration form. We are kindly asking all guests, please, if you could fill this Canadian immigration form out and drop it off at guest services no later than 6 p.m. this evening.
Here is Adventure Ocean, which is for children, babies and tots, and then I think the teen room is right here. And that is on floor 12, and we have to go up to 13 to see the Viking Crown Lounge. There's some art. Star Quest? The heck is that? Ooh. Is this the Viking Crown Lounge?
I think it might be.
Ooh, this looks very nice. Nice looking bar area.
Yeah.
You
Maybe
get your
piano?
dance moves on over here.
Huh.
Oh, they broke it into two.
Interesting.
Because you can see over there.
Okay.
But this is nice. And this overlooks the pool. So they have a concierge club here, which I don't think that we're high enough status to get. But this is what it looks like. Still on lucky number 13th floor. Here's the Crown Lounge, and yes, we have access to that. So we are diamond status with Royal, so we get access to this. And the big key is going to be getting coffees there during the trip. I think they also have breakfast here and snacks.
Cookies. They have cookies.
Yeah, Rachel's eating the cookies. But here's your view that you get of the pool. As you can see, the color is awful out there. Mm-hmm. Hopefully we'll get some good weather this trip, but it's not today. Here's something we have not seen before on Royal. So up on deck 12, this is where the loyalty club is, or loyalty desk.
But you can only get in and out from one way.
Yeah. Odd. But that's cool. All right, Windjammer, which is the buffet for Royal Caribbean. That's a nice little area right out there.
Yeah, lunch till 3. Okay.
Yeah, let's go check this out. All right, there's a dark wood, nice tile floor. This looks good. It's actually a good size, and it seems pretty well spread out so that there's not a lot of people fighting over each other here. Got drinks over here. Over here by the desserts, you can see this is something you don't always see anymore. There's some outdoor seating just behind the buffet. And there's a bar area too. Looks like you can get your Starbucks even. And the wind's picked up, but here is more seating. Found the ping pong table. It is just off from the pool. And there's the 2 hot tubs that are outdoors. I do believe that there's some indoor pool and hot tub that we'll be finding soon. And then the pool bar right over there. All right, and inside to the solarium, which I believe is 18 and up.
I believe so too.
You can see there's a solarium bar here, and then a pool area.
The theming
Yeah, I love how ridiculous this theming is.
is absolutely
It
ridiculous.
is over the top, gaudy, and great. You can see there's a hot tub over here. But check out this pool. And as I got to the forward, I did realize that there is a drink station even in the back there. Right there. Just beyond the solarium. I think we found the spa. Okay.
On this side.
Does seem like they have a hair salon. Might get my hair done today. Probably not today. I might get my hair done sometime this trip though. Looks like a full-on thing. I'm headed back into the solarium because I think we missed something. And I think I see it already. So Park Cafe is in here. It's just on the other side. You can see there's some fresh options over here.
Sandwiches.
They do have fresh salads here, cold sandwiches, fruit. And then there's a carving station over there. And there's no Sorrentos on this one, but they have pizza up here. All right, so 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, and 10 are all staterooms. So we are headed down. We're gonna go to 4 now, and then we'll do 4, 5, and 6.
Yes.
Change of plans. We are now at 6 because we saw the theater and we are like, let's just go check out the theater. This
pretty
is big. I'm secretly impressed so far what I've seen of this ship. I was not having the highest hopes, but what about you?
I am too. I can tell it's dated, it's aged, but it's really kept up well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here we're gonna run into the English pub and then the casino. Looks like the pub is pretty happening right now because games are going on.
Football games.
It is
yep.
Sunday with football. So we might be back there later. But for now, let's go in the casino. Easier to record when there's no machines going on.
Look at how many Ultimate Firelinks they have.
They have a lot of Ultimate Firelink. Dancing drums. There's some roulette, blackjack. Ultimate Texas Hold'em.
It does appear that they have like the air purifying fans.
Oh yeah. Which is probably a sign that there's some smoking.
I would assume you can smoke in this casino.
All right, check out these peacocks.
And the floor. Like the floor is a peacock.
I love, there's like stained glass. This is a very old school style.
Very much so.
But I really like it. I do see craps.
Blackjacks.
Yeah. Blackjack, Ultimate Texas Hold'em.
And that must be the Lady Luck.
Yeah. There's got to be something we can rub to win. Lots and lots of slot machines. But I think it's really cool and unique. Oh, nice. We found vintages.
We found the wine bar.
Yeah. I like the look of it over here. And then on every ship, you guys see a schooner bar. You can see this is a huge schooner bar.
Oh, Chops Grill is right off the bar.
Well, let's check it out. Here's Chops. This is
Hello.
the steakhouse. It is an upcharge. Hello.
Nice.
It's very nice. It's got an open kitchen. And nice views. And then back into the bar. This is happening. And there's really good theming going on here. Giovanni's Table. This is the upcharge Italian restaurant on board. So there's 3 upcharge restaurants: Izumi, Giovanni's, and Chops. I like the look of this even better than Chops.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
And just outside, you can see there is a piano in the schooner bar. I think there's probably some Name That Tune going on during the trip, or just entertainment. All right, and here's the Colony Club. Wow, this looks really nice. You can see there's some pool tables. Check out these pool tables. Oh gosh. There's an activity going on already.
Is yak's milk.
We found the chef's table at the back of the Colony Club. We'll be here later this week. All right, we are on deck 5 now in the main dining room. It looks like it is 2 floors. Looks
There's
nice.
a piano.
What do you see?
Grand piano.
Oh, I wonder if somebody will play that during dinner. I doubt it, but it'd be cool if they did. It's very classy looking. Okay, so we booked this cruise way in advance, and usually we're really good at planning things. We booked it so far in advance we forgot about it and did not book my time dining. So we just realized that our dining was 4:45 every day.
That's too early
Set
for us.
time.
Yeah.
So we just came down, and this nice young lady just helped us, and she did move us to 8:15 every night, which is more our style.
And a window seat.
Oh, did she say that?
Yeah.
Nice. And we could have done my time, but she was like, if you want to do 8 o'clock or around then every night, you could just have 8:15 as a set time. So we did that. There you go. We all make mistakes, but these guys did a great job. Cafe Latitudes if you want to get a coffee. And here's the shops, which we came through earlier. If you forget stuff, you can pay more for it here. Here is an art and photo gallery, so you can still get your picture taken.
As I say, when you do the pictures,
Go for some
pick
awkward
'em up.
poses. That's what I recommend. All right, we're back in the theater, but 1 floor down because this is where our muster station is.
they
And
have a
now we
bar
can get
back
a
here.
little better view. Oh, they have a bar right there, yeah.
Interesting.
I like the colors for some reason. They're all weird.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a big theater. And big seats. Don't they seem big? Oh, they've
Yeah.
even got some 2-seaters.
Oh, nice. I always worry though about the cup holder thing
I
because
know.
it'll spill any other glass besides a wine glass.
Yeah, wine glass is about the only thing you can use these with.
You really like the colors? Like they're
Well,
unique.
not in my house.
Okay.
But on a cruise ship that did some gaudy theming, I do.
Yeah, it's interesting.
And this is one of them. All right, on deck 4, over half of the ship is rooms. But there's something up ahead. All right, and we are coming to the Centrum area where I feel like the R-Bar
Our bar.
looks like it's been the place to be. Definitely the most exciting, most people we've seen.
Located on deck number 4. Hiking with from deck number 3. Hiking with from deck number 3.
Card rooms on this side.
And on the other side, you have guest services and shore excursions. And the final room, I believe,
I think so.
is the card room, where you can come do some puzzles. And that's the ship.
Ship tour done.
Cheers.
Sparkly.
That's good. We almost missed this. There's a cinema.
Yeah. A movie theater showing
Yeah.
newer movies.
They have like a Jurassic Park, one of the new ones. I don't know how many there are now, but yeah, I think we're gonna have to watch a movie at some point this trip. And we have set sail. Holy cows, look at this. That might be perfect timing. There's gonna be a airplane taking off. Harry, we've been on board for over 5 hours, and we are just now eating. So
we had breakfast like 7 hours ago.
we did. So, roast beef sandwich with some au jus and pepperoni pizza. Here's the football game. The weather's not nice, but the bar is open. All right, for dinner tonight, we are here in the main dining room. You can see there, here is our bread service. We are gonna go ahead and push our limits, try to get 3 starters as well as 3 main courses. I'll let you see what we get later, and then a couple of desserts.
We're gonna get 3 starters?
We are getting 3 starters.
Okay.
You are learning it now.
Okay.
All right, for our appetizers, we did get some escargot. Always love it. First way I've ever had it, and I still enjoy it. And then a little baby shrimp cocktail. There is also a crab cake, and it's here right now. Crispy crab cake. Looking good.
Ooh, there it goes.
All right. All right, our main courses are here. We ended up with a prime rib. You can see there's some gravy on top of there, some carrots, some broccoli, and I think there's mashed potatoes underneath. This is a chicken sog, which does come with a little roti and like crisp. I don't know what the
Papadon?
papadon. There we go. Yeah, and some rice and
Fried chicken and mashed potatoes.
yeah, looks great. All right, for dessert we have a key lime pie, and Rachael got
The artisanal cheese plate.
because she's all fancy now. We've been to Wisconsin. Yeah. Hallway. Yes. So we ended up hanging out with our friends Jordan and Ashton. We had some drinks.
It's rocking.
Yeah, it is really rocking tonight. Rachel's walking on top of me.
Tripping.
But we had some drinks. We went to the casino. We did not go to a show, but we did. You saw we went to dinner in the main dining room.
Yeah.
It was overall pretty dang good. Best bite of today.
Best bite of today? This is so weird. And it has to be on the ship, right?
I think so, because otherwise it would be included in our Boston video, which is going to come out probably after this video.
Yeah. Okay. It was a piece of pizza.
Oh, wow.
I mean, like, sometimes if you've ever cruised, you understand,
Yeah.
like, you end up loving or hating the free pizza. And I liked it today. It really did taste good.
Oh, you might be right.
Now, my fried chicken at dinner was good, too. But it's not going to be memorable.
Fried chicken was good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll go with the escargot, because it was the first way that I ever had escargot was on a cruise ship like this. It's always the same. It's classic, and they give a little bit of bread that you can just dunk in that butter, and it's great.
Yeah.
Best moment of the day.
I think we did our little ship tour, and I would say we sat down at the Vintages wine bar and
Yeah.
finally grabbed a glass of wine, and it's like, we're back on a cruise. We're back on a Royal Caribbean cruise,
Right.
it's been almost a year since we've been on one.
Yeah, I kind of think the same thing. I would probably even, whether it was at Vintages where we were just after we did our tour and we were just relaxing. If not, I would say up in the solarium. I was so excited to see the over-the-top theming.
Yeah.
Because nothing is built like this anymore, it feels like.
Yeah.
Everything is just
True.
like modern luxury-ish
Yeah.
kind of thing is what they're all going for. So I love the kitschy feel that, like the giant elephants. Give me a break. I love it. All right.
It's cheesy, but it's fun.
On that note, we are headed to St. John, New Brunswick, which is in Canada. We are headed there tomorrow. We're going to do some kayaking. We do have 4 ports this cruise. We're going to bring you along for all of them, but we got to go to bed.
Yeah.
We'll see you tomorrow. Good morning and welcome to St. John, New Brunswick.
Yeah, we're in Canada again.
Yeah, for today we are in St. John. We are going to be doing some kayaking here in about 2 hours.
But we have a little bit of time, so maybe finding a place to grab a quick bite to eat before we head out on our adventure would be the way to go. It looks very walkable right at the moment.
And we just checked in with some locals, and they said the best place is down here. It's called Brits.
Yeah.
Try some seafood.
Yeah, and they do give out free walking maps, and then you can also possibly,
And there's good timing.
I would say, then you can look at the hop on, hop off tour as well.
The lady from the Hop On, Hop Off tour recommended we check out Brits. She said seafood is real good here. All these prices are in Canadian, by the way. You can take a look at that if you're interested. And they also have brunch going because it is 11:15 and we did not eat on the ship. It is a little later getting into port, but we will be here until 7:30. So after our kayaking today, we will also have dinner. But
Very true.
this place is cute.
It is very cool. I like it.
And it is just, I don't know, a quarter mile from the
Yeah,
ship.
not far at all.
Starting our day like champs, I ended up with a blackberry sour.
And I got the blueberry ale, and it's delicious.
Yeah.
I do
Cheers.
think one of the very few places I've ever found this blueberry ale is in like this area. On my
Yeah.
last cruise, I really enjoyed it, and I love it again.
Mm-hmm.
It's good beer.
So one really cool thing is in the terminal, they hand you a nice map, and you can see like, so we're actually way over here today, and by way over here I mean it's like an extra block or
blocks.
two. But everything is all in a very close walking distance.
Yeah, this is actually their walking map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things that St. John is known for is reversing rapids, but it's about an hour walk to get to. So unfortunately, we're kind of sticking around here because we do have an excursion planned, but you can go to a lot of the things very easily and just walk to it. Something else cool I just noticed is you can see how many steps and how many minutes it would take to walk to these places. So that's where the reversing falls is about 50 minutes, 5,000 steps. That's a great little tip right there.
I love this, and she just handed it to us right outside of the terminal, so it was very convenient. It helped us decide between that and spending $60 a person on a hop-on, hop-off tour. So really,
Yeah.
it was very convenient for both of them.
Yeah, good job, St. John. All right, the food is here and it looks delicious. This is a smokehouse burger. You can see a little bit of barbecue sauce, some fried onions over there, the bacon,
Smoked Gouda.
smoked Gouda.
And the bun, I believe, is a jalapeno cheddar bun.
Yum. And then we gotta get poutine. We're in Canada. Give me a break.
Yeah.
And there's curds, as there should be.
So both the burger and this next dish, the fish tacos blackened, are recommendations from our waiter.
Yeah.
So fish tacos, we added sweet potato waffle fries, and then because the lady at the terminal told us,
This is what actually got us to come here.
yeah, maritime chowder.
Yeah, look at this.
Oh, huge!
That is a huge bowl.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. And 2 more beers. Oh, also some soda bread. These are delicious looking. All right, I do want to show this a little bit because you can see that there's like some scallops in here. There is some, I believe, haddock, which is a local fish. And it's also the fish that comes with the tacos. We did talk about doing the fish and chips, which is also a local haddock, but he preferred the tacos.
Now I'm gonna say I was a little blown away and love it. I was expecting mushy carrots in that chowder, and they're not. They still have a crunch to them. I love that because it gives
That's
texture
awesome.
to a chowder, which is usually just so one note. That's not one note at all. That's really good chowder.
Perfect. Lunch was great.
Yeah, now we're walking straight uphill.
We are walking basically straight uphill.
What was your
good.
favorite bite at lunch? This isn't
Favorite
favorite bite
bite?
of the day, but
Oh.
favorite bite at lunch.
I think the chowder.
That chowder was really good.
Yeah.
I liked the burger.
The fish bite of the chowder.
Yeah.
And there was also shrimp in there, by the way. But yours was the burger?
I think with the burger, it had just a nice flavor to it. That PEI beef.
Yeah, there it is.
Super good.
Everybody knows about PEI mussels, but we had some PEI beef as well. It's stopping to breathe, but also check out these colors. We are here in the middle of October because of fall.
Leaf peeping.
Right, just a short walk away from where we had lunch. This is the Old Loyalist Burial Ground, which, if this is anything like the Boston burial grounds, we learned that the difference between a burial ground and a cemetery is where the cemeteries are like upkept by churches, and you're gonna have like more specific grave sites, whereas burial grounds is where there's many bodies that are buried there, and that these headstones don't necessarily mean that that's where somebody's at. Now you know the difference between a burial ground and a cemetery. And across the street from the burial ground is King Square, which has been around since the 1700s, and it's just a local park. You can see there's a few really pretty statues, and then a two-story bandstand that you can see on the center there. If you don't want to go too far into town, there does look to be this container village where you could probably get a few eats and drinks and local goods that are right outside the cruise area.
Yeah, it's glad to see this cops.
We are here at our excursion.
We're gonna kayak today.
Yeah, we're supposed to kayak on the Hammond River, but it's too low. So instead we're kayaking a different river. And there's a bridge.
And it's beautiful.
Yeah, it cost, I think it was about $110 per person because it was on sale.
Yeah.
If you didn't get it on sale, I think it's $200 per person. So book early. And there's only 6 of us.
Yeah.
You're gonna be fine. So now, is this bothering your legs? Because if it is, this can go. One person,
Hey,
business-wise,
we're kayaking.
when I had to have
Looking good.
trip out.
On our way back to the ship, we did go to the high point in the city where you can see there are 3 ships in port today. And then the downtown area, which is over there. All right, we are back at the port. I thought maybe there'd be a cool way for us to talk during that, but we were just kayaking for like 2 hours straight.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah.
Very peaceful. It does say on there a specific river, which it depends on like the tide and the waterfall on what river you're going to go to. It also says something about a bonfire. Right now it's a drought, so they weren't allowed to do bonfires.
So no bonfire, no s'mores, just kayaking.
Just kayaking.
There's a river that we went that I can't pronounce, so I'm putting it down below right now.
And I will tell you, peaceful, so peaceful.
Yeah, I said it was like the most peaceful excursion I've ever had.
Yeah.
That was kayaking, like nice, casual, fun kayaking.
Yeah.
And then the colors were great.
They were very beautiful.
Yeah. She was saying that apparently we're about a week late, but you know, you take your chances with nature sometimes.
Yeah.
Now we are back in town, which we did learn that St. John is the oldest city in Canada.
Yeah. One of the
And-
largest in New Brunswick.
Yeah, 68,000 people.
And a big thank you to Sarah for being our guide today. She runs this, only does 6 people per group. So if
Yeah.
you're looking for a small group without paying the small group fee, there you go.
All right, but now we're gonna go ahead and walk through the container park area, just see if there's anything we need to get, and maybe grab a beer before dinner.
Yeah, we'll see.
Which Sarah told us that Brits that we went to earlier was her favorite restaurant, and our dinner's her second favorite.
It's like we know what we're doing.
Yes. Looks like they have a few cute little shops that you can get some artsy stuff. There is a market here. It is closed for today though because it is Canadian Thanksgiving. But there was a bunch of handcraft made stuff on the sidewalk as we were walking in. All right, we did just see that Beaver Tails is here. There's a big line though, so I'm not sure if we're gonna get to it. But we have had Beaver Tails before. Highly recommend it. It's fried dough. It's
It's fried dough.
covered in goodies.
Yep.
You should try it. All right, time to grab a beer here at Wasted Day Brewing, and look, I'm hoping we go up top.
Commit suicide and tell me that, oh, you can sell me a house.
St. John's Ale House for dinner. For dinner, it is Canadian Thanksgiving, so I had to get it. Turkey, carrots, corn, mashed potatoes, stuffing. We got a Thai
Broccoli salad.
classic Canadian, as well as, look at that.
An entire piece of fish.
And we got some fish and chips. Did you hear what kind of fish it is?
Haddock.
Yes, which we were told earlier, the haddock is a local fish.
Local, yeah.
All right, let's see. All right, just had a great dinner over at St. John's Ale House.
Yeah,
Or St. John Ale House.
St. John Ale House.
Yes. I think we're at the end of the day. We gotta go back. We got 30 minutes to get to the ship.
We got 30 minutes to get to the ship. I don't think there's much planned on the ship, so we'll probably not show you much there.
Correct. So let's start with favorite bite of today.
I really liked the fish and chips I just had.
I was picking the same thing. I think the fish was delicious.
The fish, for one, the portion size was ginormous.
Yes.
But it was so lightly battered. Wow.
I agree.
Just so good.
Fish and chips was my choice. The fish itself.
Yeah, the fish itself.
And then favorite moment of today?
Mine was just being out on that river. It was so peaceful, so serene. Oh, absolutely gorgeous.
I'm saying the same thing.
Yeah, again,
Yeah, it was a really good freaking day though.
it was a good day in St. John.
Yeah, and I'll admit, I didn't really know what all there was.
We didn't.
By the way, check out those guys behind us. If you ever
You might
watch
see them.
Las Vegas videos, you should check them out. Show me Vegas. But
I'm with you. Like, I didn't know what to expect in St. John, but it was amazing. And it like in town is very walkable.
it is. It was it was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
I had a good day. Good morning. It's an early day in Halifax.
It is early.
Rachel's been here before.
I have.
What are we in store for?
We are going to one of the most famously photographed lighthouses in the world, Peggy's Cove. So that's why we're up early.
Yes.
And they do have the most brew pubs per capita here in Canada. So we are going to probably hit up a couple bars. And there's also really pretty public gardens I want to try to get to today. Busy day.
Yes, busy day. All aboard is at 4:30, but we're going to do as much as we can.
Yeah.
Let's go. Time to get on a bus.
Now the body of water here on the left, everyone, this is called the Northwest Arm. It's part of Halifax Harbor, and by French explorer Samuel de Champlain. Now he was, really a mommy's boy, if you will. He loved his mommy, so he named it for her, Marguerite Bay. Marguerite in English is Margaret, and in many parts of the world, a woman named Margaret has the nickname of Peggy, hence Peggy's Cove. But some of you I know are aware of that legend, Peggy of the Cove, a young girl, sole survivor of a shipwreck. She was washed ashore in some debris. A young couple found her, took her in to look after her because there was no one else to do that. They learned her name was Margaret, so as is the custom here, they started calling her Peggy. But she was the topic of conversation. Everyone was asking everyone else, have you met Peggy of the Cove? You gotta go meet Peggy of the Cove. She's adorable. And over time, Peggy of the Cove became Peggy's Cove.
All right, a little over an hour bus ride, I think, and we are here at Peggy's Cove. We got to hear a bit of stories about lobster fishing, the fall colors, which were amazing.
So pretty.
And you can see there's a boardwalk. Basically, the one rule they said is do not go on the black rock. And here's your sign, don't go on the black rocks. It looks pretty easy to walk, at least up until that point. And that appears to be the black rock you're not supposed to. He did talk about, there were two brothers that apparently slid in just a couple of years ago, and only one made it out alive. So yeah, no reason to push that.
Oh, I just love it here.
It's stunning. place is magnificent.
It is so stunning.
Yeah, it is beautiful. Now the details. So this is an excursion through Royal Caribbean. This was about $110 for the two of us, which I feel like that's pretty dang good.
Yeah, we did get it for 30% off, which I think is a great price as well because it includes the transportation here and back.
Yeah.
And I think if you're coming to Halifax, you gotta come here.
Yeah, and we chose to only do this because we're gonna try to do a few things in town by ourselves. But yeah, $110, 30% off.
Yeah,
That
stunning.
view. Oh, and there's a great view behind us as well. Yeah. And I think this is a good image of the black rocks. Like, look at how slimy that is. And so our guide, he was talking about, it's almost like standing on ice with oil on top of it, apparently. And that's the fact that, like, there's not really somebody that's out here to rescue you. So there's no reason to push your limits.
No.
There's plenty of other rocks to walk on and great sights to see. And we did choose to come to the very first tour this morning.
I bet it gets so busy.
Yeah, that's the reason why we picked the first one, which was 8 a.m. And there's already 5 buses here. And he said there's gonna be more. Now, if you have an excursion longer than ours, you could probably wander through the town. It's a very small fishing village. There is a monument that you can see. We did drive by it. I don't think we're gonna make it. We did spend a little bit more time on the rocks and gonna try to grab a soda, but because there is a restaurant right here and public bathrooms. But we only have 1 hour here. This was just to come out here to see the lighthouse. So you can see right over here, those are what they catch lobsters in. So it's still a working village. There's also a gift shop here where you can get your passport stamped or buy your Lighthouse and Lobster gear. All right, we are back in Halifax in the port area.
Yes.
We have about 5 hours left.
And we're gonna stay off ship.
Yes. We're gonna try to do, I think, 3 things. One is a craft brewery, which luckily is right in front of our ship.
Yes, right in front of it.
2 is the public gardens.
Yes.
And then 3, there's a few food items.
Yeah, we're gonna eat.
Yeah.
And I think eat's the first thing we're gonna do.
Yeah, we've got a couple things in mind, so hopefully we can check them off. One thing that people may do on a cruise is go to the farmers market because it is the longest running farmers market in North America. Unfortunately, it's only open on the weekends, so we're not going there today. All right, so we did a little bit of research and we heard that the donair is the official food of Halifax.
Yeah.
And so I do have some
So what is a
notes
donair?
here. A donair is a unique wrap with spiced meat, tomatoes, onions, and a distinctive sweet garlic sauce made of condensed milk. It's spiced beef and lamb mixture cooked on a spit and shaved into a pita and topped with tomatoes, raw onions, and a unique sweet sauce. So
Now we got the super, and this is half.
this is a monster. We
Yeah.
are here at Snappy's. And this is gonna fall apart, but I gotta get a big bite. Oh man. That sweet garlic sauce is super unique and it really does hit different
Is it
than I
really
was
sweet?
expected. Yes.
Okay.
You can see it's like a super thin flatbread. The meat is nice and spiced. The tomatoes hit right. The onions even.
Really? Your face says yum.
This is super good. And yeah, this is half of a supersized one. So the prices are good. We just wandered maybe half a mile from the port.
All right, I'm tired of.
Okay.
I want to see.
I think it's
myself.
delicious, and we do have cheese fingers coming. That's another thing we read we're supposed to eat here.
Garlic fingers.
We do have garlic fingers.
The other thing we heard here in Halifax to try is called garlic fingers. It's like garlic cheese bread. It's shaped in a pie, but the thing that makes it a finger
Is there sliced?
is they're sliced like fingers.
And then I did see that it comes with the donair sauce.
Ooh.
Yeah, so there's your condensed milk sauce.
Okay, I'm gonna dip it in there because that sauce is really good.
Yeah.
It's got a nice sweetness, but also it leaves like a heat in your back, by the back of
I
your
wonder if
throat.
that might be the meat.
I mean,
What's not
duh,
to like?
yeah. Garlic, cheese, nice crispy crust. Look at that bottom.
That does look good.
Buttery crust.
And they made it fresh.
Yeah, this is phenomenal. We're gonna inhale this.
What did you think of the donair?
Oh, I love it. It's so, the meat's so tender. The pita is very soft. It's not too filling. And that thing is stuffed to the brim with
Yeah,
meat,
the
sauce, and
super
tomatoes.
sized one is definitely built for two. All right, that was a delicious accident.
It was so good.
Yeah, we actually went to a different spot first and said, hey, do you got donair? Because it's on your window. And they said, no. I said, well, do you know a good place that has it? And they said, Snappy Tomato.
So we went there, and it was delicious.
Yeah, check it out. A very easy walk later, and here we are at the public gardens. All right, as we walked in, I think a key thing to note here, this has been open since 1874. It is one of the finest surviving examples of Victorian gardens in North America. You can see it's open May until November from 8 a.m. till 1/2 hour before dusk.
What I find interesting is the rules. No pets, no bikes, no jogging, no smoking, and no feeding.
No feeding the animals.
Yeah.
All right. You get to come here, walk, and look.
That's right.
And occasionally sit down a bit. Inside the park there is a little coffee shop, so we're gonna grab a drink. Did you really go to Canada if you didn't get into Nanaimo Bar? And we have a good view. I should probably say what this is in case you don't know. So the base is like chocolate and graham cracker, coconut, and then nut. And then a vanilla custard middle and a chocolate ganache on top. And it is no bake, but it's delicious. We have heard that Cow's is the best ice cream that you're supposed to have, but after that Nanaimo Bar, I think I need to walk a bit more.
Yeah.
But we believe that there's a different location we can go to. And if you don't believe me, believe Reader's Digest. Canada's best ice cream, Cow's. Now we found our way down to the Halifax Waterfront, which has all these cute little shops. And so we're just gonna kind of wander through here. And then it looked like we had a really cool walk back, so Probably just stay in this area for the rest of the day. Looks like you could grab a bit of everything here, including donair, and Tony's, and poutine, and saltwater taffy, and curry, and lobster. You can get everything here. And ice cream, and beaver tails. Staying along the waterfront, something caught our eye.
West Side Man will go rest easy, matter the line. I'm bringing down the plane, the process flooded the count. Sometimes if you
Dude's got a hawk.
run away, but you never know what might be coming around your way.
What is going on here? Boys.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nothing compares. Nothing compares to you.
Since I said in the intro, we'll check out these cows. Here's the cows.
They're now checked out.
Yeah. And you can see our cruise ship, which is the one behind that one in the front there. I think we got room for one more thing to eat. And then there's a brewery right in front of the cruise ship. Also, while we were listening to this guy sing, which was great, there was a man that walked by with a hawk. Or like a eagle of some sort. And he was just walking. And nobody was even reacting to it. Even though the bird was puffing its wings out. It was crazy. But this place was cool. They were out of half their beers, though, unfortunately. End of season.
All right, freshly made beaver tail. They've been around since 1978, so a year longer than me.
And it's fried dough.
It is fried dough.
We did a classic.
We did cinnamon sugar. They do have an array of toppings. They can be extreme and messy, and I just like classic fried bread with cinnamon sugar. It's delicious. Absolutely delicious. Nice, crispy, light fried bread, cinnamon sugar, warm. Can't go wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, they have a ton of different flavors. You could also get poutine there if you wanted to, and a hot dog. Even if you don't go all the way to Peggy's Cove, you can get a really cool view of a lighthouse right here on the Harbor Walk, as well as get some Cow's ice cream, Canada's best. Unfortunately, this location is closed for the season, but it was open over by the public gardens.
So I was just thinking about this. This area is super cute, very walkable.
Yeah.
I do think you need to make an effort to go to Peggy's Cove if you're ever in Halifax. But this is one of my favorite cruise ports.
Yeah. The
I
Harbor
like
Walk
it.
area has everything.
It does. Food, drink,
Shopping,
it's all there.
scenery. Check it out. And if you get the front parking spot, you can actually look at your cruise ship. This isn't ours.
I was going to say, that's not ours.
No, it's not ours, but you could have a cool view of your cruise ship, just not the one that we're on. All right, and right along the seaport area is Garrison Brewing. We have about an hour and a half left.
I mean, we have time.
Yeah, and we have time.
You have one more.
Oh gosh. Okay, deja vu.
We got a flight of 5 each. I bet they're pretty similar.
I think, except I did the Moo, which is a dark milk stout, and I think you did a
I did a
red.
nut.
But you did.
There's a sour, there's a pale ale.
Oh, I got a peach. Oh, I got the Garrison Light.
Yeah, you got the light version, I got the regular tall ship, I think.
Yep.
And the cool thing is, it costs less than that last place, just for our 2 beers.
It did?
And it's bad ale.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
If you don't get enough shopping on the Harbor Walk, just come inside the port area. There's a ton of goods. All right. Well, I was in love with that lighthouse, so once we got on the cruise ship, we found it
Yeah.
on board. Anyway,
It was a good day in Halifax.
Yeah, our day in Halifax is done. What was your favorite bite of today?
Favorite bite of today? It's the Dawn Air.
I agree.
love that
I
thing.
was hoping you were picking something else.
No, because it's just so memorable. There was the sweetness from, I think it's the garlic sauce or the Dawn Air
Yes.
sauce. And then there was this heat. Like,
I think the meat was
I think
just
it's
nice
got to
and
be the
spicy.
meat. And it's just something I haven't had before. It's the memorable bite for sure.
Right? And I don't know, people might tell us that we went to like a bad fast food place or something, but it was good. I enjoyed it.
And it was busy. Like, it was really busy.
All right. My favorite moment of the day was definitely getting to Peggy's Cove. It was just beautiful. And we only had an hour there, but I was like, that was the right amount of time.
Yeah.
It's such an unbelievable setting. You don't need much more time, but it's just remarkable and it's peaceful.
It's so peaceful and it's so beautiful. Memories and new memories, and it was just gorgeous.
Yeah. Fantastic day in Halifax. Tomorrow we are in Sydney, Nova Scotia.
And you better tag along because tomorrow we are doing a pub crawl. They
Yes.
do offer it on Royal Caribbean as an excursion, but we're going to do it on our own.
For like $80 a piece.
But we're going to do it on our own.
Yeah. We might be less. We might be a lot more. Who knows? It'll be fun though.
That's right.
Good morning and welcome to Sydney, Nova Scotia.
Yes.
And we are here for one thing and one thing only.
World's largest fiddle.
Yeah. World's largest fiddle. You're going to get a better view of it soon. It's 60 feet tall. It helps commemorate the Celtic history here in this area. And I believe that there's a Celtic music festival happening today as well.
Yeah.
So, oh my God. All right. Truth is, we're doing more than just the fiddle. But yeah, we're probably going to do a bunch of eating and drinking. Hopefully you'll see something you like other than just that. Let's go. And the good news is it is right off of our ship. So even if you're not as big of a fiddle fan as us, you don't have to go far to get to it.
Huge fiddle fan.
Now we have heard, and I'm not sure if we're going to get to it, but I believe if you go straight over there, there is a sign for Sydney if you want, you know, your picture taken there. We got a lot of food and drink to get to today. So if we can, we'll get there later. But I think just taking this in for now.
Fiddle!
And when you're done taking your picture of a fiddle, you can check out these little shops. Get your souvenirs and local goods.
Looks like a little bit of everything so far.
And they've got a big fiddle market, so it's not just the outside.
This is
Oh
like
my.
local arts and crafts.
Yeah, there's a lot more in here than I thought there would be. So if you don't make it all the way into town, or you have
Good morning.
an excursion, you can get your goods this way. So I don't know if the camera is doing it justice, but we are here mid-October and the fall colors are stunning. You can see a lot of red, orange, yellow, and so like when we woke up this morning and just looked out our window, we saw like a little lobster boat going by, and those colors, gorgeous.
It's beautiful. I saw on the excursion list for this cruise a Sydney pub tour, which included 3 stops for $94 a person. I think I can do one better and hit 4 stops. Likely be a little bit cheaper than $94 to start out. That's the hope. But first we got to get up started right with some coffee and a scone.
Yeah, and Selkies we found, it looks like one of the best breakfast spots.
It does, it's very quaint. I really like it.
And it looks like they make their own house-made scones.
I think daily they're made.
Yeah, this one is cranberry and orange. Oh, that looks good.
Doesn't it look good?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try a bite of it because that is so moist. Man, that cranberry just pops, and then there's that hint of orange. Delicious.
Thank you.
No, you're good.
You're good. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Oh God, yes.
And I knew Rachel would not want just a scone.
That's like thick bologna too.
Look at that.
Yes, that's even better.
Fried bologna grilled cheese. So normally they don't do this because it's on their lunch menu, but she did it for us. That's so
really?
nice.
That's nice.
All right, so we're gonna eat a little bit of this. So we have a base for some beers.
Here.
All right, so we grabbed a seat over here by the bar, and they have 25 beers on tap, as well as wine on tap if you'd like that. But this is Daniel's Ale House. And we'll see if we make it back here later today, but there is live music from 12 to 2 on days when there's a cruise ship in port.
Starting out with my first beer, it is a grapefruit radler from Moosehead.
And I went true Canadian with a Molson. So starting easy.
Yeah, oddly enough, they're all in the Breton Brewing glasses.
Which
we might have to make it over there.
Yeah.
It's hard to
That's
say.
on the other side of the water.
It is. It's
So
a
maybe
car
we'll
ride
make it
over. It's
there.
not a walk.
Which we did read today that they have Uber here.
Oh yeah, that's right. We might be able to make it then.
Yes, but this is Daniel's Ale House, and it opens first. They open at 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
So if you need to start drinking early, come here. All right, don't get mad at us for just getting some Moosehead and some Molson here. Next round, I did get a Propeller Black Bear. It is a dark lager, and
That's
holy
very dark.
darkness.
Yeah.
Let's try this.
I went with the Breton Brewing Strawberry Sour because I'm a little concerned if we make it over to there, they're not going to have that one on tap. So I'm going to try it here first.
Yeah, we are going to try to go to Breton Brewing next.
Yep.
But this is nice, tasty. A lot of foam on that, which just kind of coats your mouth.
Yeah.
It's good. It's got more flavor than those other beers.
Get a taxi. We're at Daniel's Ale House and we want to go to Breton Brewing. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. That was easier than I ever imagined it to be. Okay, our next stop on our pub crawl is at Breton Brewing. This one took a little bit of work to get here. You have to, it's across the bay, so you can't just walk here. You could, it'd be over an hour walk. We did have to take a taxi because Ubers and Lyfts are not available, but the nice bartender at the last place handed us the phone number. They honestly came and picked us up. It was $12. 12 Canadian dollars to get over here.
And I think we looked, it's about 4 mile walk if you walked from the port.
Yeah.
So this will be a long walk to make it here, but let's have some beers.
Let's do it. All right, so of course a good brewery has good merch. And I'm already trying to find how we're going to get some of this stuff home. I love the logo on
that
here.
thing is sweet.
But then the pint glass itself, which is a big pint glass, kind of has the story and where it's located.
I
don't know what
don't
to
like
do.
IPA, but that Black Angus hoodie might
It's
just
pretty cool.
be mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks really good.
Ooh, look at that hat.
Oh, and we already saw they have a strawberry rhubarb
Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
sour. That is cool. All right, so you can do a flight here, but the moment we walked in, we saw they had a seasonal strawberry rhubarb sour, which is already a favorite flavor of mine, and it's a sour. So cheers. And it's a big glass.
Oh man, that's good.
That's so good. It's called Let's Jam, and if it's around, you should definitely grab this one.
I do love a small town brewery, especially when you want to start a tap. You just tell them your name, and then the waiter, when they come around, asks what name to put it under.
No credit card
No credit card
required.
down, nothing. Hopefully there's not too many Joshes in here drinking today, because we did use your name, but that's a cool idea. So another one of the things I love about small local breweries, tells you about all the events happening this month. And look at this, a Friday Run Club from 6 to 6:30 and trivia every Thursday. Yeah, Friday Run Club trivia. And it also talks about, here you go, their code of conduct.
When we planned on this video, we were probably going to have just one drink at each place. Well, we enjoyed it too much, so here's a pumpkin
Not
one.
too much. We enjoyed it a lot.
Okay. Have you had pumpkin with cinnamon and sugar on the rim now? We
It's
had
new
never
to
had
us.
this before until Boston. And so now we're going to do this, and Rachael got another sour.
Because they're delicious.
Yeah, but we still have at least 3 spots we're hoping to get to. That might be cut because of round 2. Hey, look, it's Show Me Vegas.
All right, so now we are at our third location. We are at the Old Triangle Irish Ale House. It was created in 2000 by 3 Irishmen, and it remembers a time when a grouping of 3 was good luck. Hence, there's 3 rooms inside. So the ingredients of a memorable occasion: food for the body, drinks for the spirit, and music for the soul. Let's go. Okay, so we made it here to the Irish Ale House. We ended up with the 9 Locks Dirty Blonde, which is a North American style Wiesen beer.
Cheers to that.
Cheers. But this place isn't just an ale house. There is a whole page of beers, but then there is an entire pages of wine and whiskeys, cocktails, shooters, shots. Like, it's a true on bar.
And they do serve food here.
Yeah.
Which we were not really intending to have lunch here. But there's a thing called
fried pepperoni?
Deep fried pepperoni, which we think we were supposed to have in Halifax. So we're going to just try it here.
Might as well give it a shot.
That is just pepperoni that's fried.
Sliced, throw in the deep fryer. Can't F it up. That's what he said.
Can't F it up. It's thicker than regular pepperoni, though.
Is it?
All right, that was great. The fried pepperoni,
So
much
good.
better than it should be.
Yeah, I could have eaten another basket of that.
But we are going to lunch. And this place is supposed to be a whole bunch of house-made items.
Yeah.
Scratch made.
Scratch made. Made from scratch.
Anything else that we're supposed to know about this place?
It's supposed to be one of the most popular restaurants here in Sydney. So we'll see.
So we're going. All right, I told you that there was a Sydney sign way down there. There it is. This is our first course.
Yeah.
The first course is most of it, though. This is some local oysters, some classic poutine.
And some donair.
Yeah, which we had for the first time yesterday in Halifax.
This looks much smaller than yesterday's.
It does, thank goodness, but it still looks delicious.
It does.
Yum. And we ended up doing fish and chips one more time. This is a little bit of local haddock, beer battered, and it's the 2-piece. I think they can do 1 piece if you only want that, but it looks good.
It was so good.
The fish was fantastic. The donair was delicious. The oysters, amazing.
Oh, I think the oysters may have been my favorite. They were so
That was a good place. Look at that.
good.
Check it out. One more. All right, we're at our final stop, and Rachael trusted me to do the bullet points here. We are here at Island Folk Cider House. It is locally owned and operated. It is within walking distance from the port, just a couple blocks up.
Like, quite literally, right over the hill.
Yes. They only have 3 rules. Pull up a chair, meet someone new, relax and get cozy, and know our door is always open. And the ciders are brewed with 100% Nova Scotia apples.
Let's have a cider.
Yeah. We both got a flight, so here's a bunch. Super clear because of the locally sourced apples. We picked up a New England accent. My favorite is salted caramel.
Mine's sweater weather.
And there's a cemetery behind us. These are our friends. They were with us this entire time. What were your favorite ciders?
Salted caramel.
No, caramel apple.
You did it too!
Wrong.
Caramel apple.
Caramel
Let's
apple.
redo that.
Nope.
It makes it better.
Ashton, what was your favorite?
Sweater weather.
Sweater
was-
weather.
Sweater weather.
Girls like sweater weather.
What was your favorite beer today?
It was at Breton Brewing. And
Which
it was
one?
The hazy IPA there. Forgot the name, but it was hazy.
Oh, it was the jam, the sour.
Salted caramel.
My favorite of the day was the Jams beer over at Breton. But this sweater weather cider, so good.
I like the jam as well over at Bread.
Yeah.
This is a full day in Sydney because there's 0 line. We have about 20 minutes to go. That was so much better than I expected it to be.
City was so much fun.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. We watch YouTube videos when we prepare for trips and stuff, and I don't think anybody made Sydney look fun.
And we had a blast.
I had a fantastic time.
Yeah.
Big shout out to our friends Jordan and Ashton over at
Yeah.
Show Me Vegas. It was just such a blast.
We ended up at five pubs.
We did. And look at this.
The amazing colors.
You can still see all those colors. It's like 5:30 p.m. I think there were 9 people. So we were in the last 9. We were 4 of them. Getting back on the ship. But it was just a good time. Good food, good drink. Everybody was super pleasant.
Yeah,
What
we
was
had a
your-
great time.
Yeah, what was your favorite bite of today?
Oh, the oysters. They just stood out. Maybe it was the vinaigrette over the oysters. I don't know,
agree.
but the oysters were amazing.
The vinaigrette and that onion was amazing. Because you went with that, I might have gone with that, but I'm going to go with the fish and chips. Oh. The fish of the fish and chips.
I'm going to change my answer.
You going with what?
Fried bologna sandwich.
Fried bologna sandwich is good. We had good food.
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to say here.
Yeah, we had great food.
Check out those places.
Best beer of the day. Or
Best-
did we already say that?
No. Well, we might have. We've been drinking all day.
Again,
Best beer of
5
today
breweries.
was the sour over at Breton
Brewing.
Breton Brewing.
But I really liked the sweater weather cider at the last place we were at.
I like the caramel apple over there. Favorite moment of today?
I want to say it just seems silly, but it had to be sitting outside. It was a little chilly outside of the
Bastard.
cider place, and it was like a culmination of the day, and
Yep.
we were sitting there with friends and laughing and just enjoying ourselves.
I agree. It was just a great final wrap up of the day. I mean, we've
Yeah.
been drinking all day, so of course it was fun, and it was just a good time.
Yeah, we had a good time in Sydney.
You know what? Sydney was great.
And I honestly think this is the best place for fall colors so far.
Good morning and welcome back to the U.S.
That's right.
After 3 days in Canada, we are now in Portland, Maine.
And we had a beautiful view on the way in today.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, so part of our plan today is go to Lighthouses, drink some lagers, and eat some lobsters. And so we saw 4 lighthouses already on our way.
Yeah.
Including 2 that we're hoping to make it to today. We are not doing an excursion with the cruise ship today. We are going to do this all on our own, so you can hopefully replicate it.
Yeah, and we've been here a couple years ago, so we kind of know our way around, hoping that we find everything we're looking for today.
Yeah, so we're going to try to do some of the best bites we had from back then, as well as best sights.
Let's go.
And since I forgot to say it, we are on the Brilliance of the Seas by Royal Caribbean. If you'd like to see more of those videos, they're probably already out. All right, well, we are off the ship, and my goodness, it's pretty. This is gorgeous here. Check out that ship. I think those must be some of the lighthouses we saw this morning. For sure we saw this one and this one. And I hope to do it again. So right off of the ship, there's a bunch of local vendors selling arts. And there was also some people selling tours at the far end. So you can do things immediately after you get off your ship here. If you are looking for places to eat and drink, there's a lot. This is just one section with a pier, and you're surrounded by good-looking eateries. We're going to be doing Gilbert's Chowder House because it was our favorite.
I'll say we loved it.
Yeah, it was our favorite chowder we had the last time we came to New England, but they open it a little bit, so we'll try to get in there first. Here's what we like to see, local brews on tap. You can see there's a bunch of them. We're both feeling like some blueberries today.
That's right.
And check that scene behind.
Oh, I thought you meant my lobster
Yeah.
shirt.
Oh yeah, lobster shirt.
And earrings.
It's not time for lobster
Not
just
yet.
yet, but it will be soon. Cheers.
Cheers.
That's good. Very blueberry.
That's very blueberry forward. That's good.
I love it. All right, our lunch is here. I ended up going with a half sandwich and a small cup of soup. This is super seafood, and
Crab
that's
melt.
a crab melt.
It looks delicious.
Our waitress
it's so
said
cheesy.
it's her favorite thing.
Yeah.
It's just full of Maine crab, upgraded to French fries. Look at that. Oh, God, it looks so good.
And I went with a super seafood chowder and a bread bowl. Like, why would you not?
Heck yes. This is our breakfast.
So good. I'm ready
and
to
our
eat.
lunch is going to be like shortly thereafter. All right, that was fantastic.
I love Gilbert's Chowder House. I would come here every time.
Yeah, if you're in the mood for chowder, get it. If you want a grilled cheese with crab in it, get it. They also had a lobster one, but we're going to get lobster next.
Yeah,
And we're going to see a bunch of lighthouses. Well, at least one.
at least one for sure.
A really good one.
All right, we made it to the Portland Head Lighthouse. It was built in 1791, and it was the first lighthouse commissioned by the newly elected President George Washington in Fort Williams Park. It's located in Cape Elizabeth at the entrance to Portland Harbor. It is the oldest lighthouse in Maine. It is the most photographed lighthouse in the United States.
Yep, and it's about a 20-minute, $20 Uber ride from downtown Portland. And stunning. All right, so our first time to Maine, our favorite lobster roll of our entire trip was at Bite Into Maine, which is a food truck here at the Lighthouse.
Yeah.
So it's just a little walk up the hill. There's probably a line, but we thought it was worth it.
We did.
All right, it was probably about a 30-minute wait.
Yeah, I think
Not
so.
too bad.
Not too terrible.
But we did get a Maine lobster roll, which is mayo and chives, and a Connecticut, which is just butter. You
Smothered
wanna
in
try
butter.
one?
Yeah, I'll do that, Maine. It's cold.
Now these
Do
are
butter.
4.5 ounce ones. They also come in 6 ounce ones, which I believe is the same roll, but just more meat. And it's $42 for the 6 ounce, $32 for the 4.5 ounce.
That's so good. I love it. It reminds me so much of when we came here the first time, and I do believe it's still my favorite.
Nice. So here's the Connecticut roll. You can see it is just butter and non-mayoed lobster.
Yeah,
It looks really full. I don't know how they would fit the 6 ounces on this.
I don't either. We don't need to try it. There is a honking going on, a horn. Probably can't hear it now because of course it stopped.
My bite is too big.
Of course it is.
That's delicious, nice, fresh. I think that's got to be the key to it, right?
Yeah.
Is the fresh lobster.
And
the
Maine's-
butter, it's just nice and smooth.
Maine is known for its lobster
It
and its
is.
lighthouses. All right, now we're at Spring Point Ledge Lighthouse. It was built in 1897 at the end of the Stone Breakwater in South Portland, as you can see out there, and you can actually walk out there. It's accessible through the campus of Southern Maine Community College. Pretty exciting, it's a little spot.
What I like about it is going to be walking on those rocks
Yeah.
to get all the way out there. So we're going to show you that. All right, we're back in town. We're gonna grab a drink here at Gritty's, Maine's original brew pub. Cling. Lighthouses ×2.
Check.
Lobster twice.
Check.
It was in that seafood chowder if you didn't catch that, plus 2 different rolls.
Yes.
And now it's more time for beers.
Lagers. Time for some lagers.
Yeah, we have had a couple beers already, but we are headed to some craft breweries. First up is Shipyard. Right?
Yes.
Yes, Shipyard. All right, Shipyard.
It was busy.
And awesome.
It was hot. I had to pull my hair back. Whew.
Great beers. 20 beers on tap. Of course, we did 3 of them were the same exact ones, but
A couple fruited ales.
yes.
The blueberry ale was my favorite.
I like the pumpkin one. It was a pumpkin wheat. Delicious. They did that cinnamon sugar on the rim. I had never had that until this year, and now all of a sudden I'm doing it every day.
We actually just bought one.
Yeah. Check it out. We got some merch too. All right, we are here with friends again, and we are at the Brickyard Hollow. We did 4 pizzas, all of them kind of unique. This one is capicola, hot honey, and pineapple. This one is peaches, balsamic, and goat cheese. Well, I mean, that one's a bunch of meat. And then this one is mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes and chive and shallots. This looks really good. And having some beers here at the Brickyard Hollow. All right, so we had to rush over and got a oyster shot at the porthole, and it was a great ender.
It was.
It was like a Bloody Mary, which I thought was going to be a little bit thick, but it was good, and there was a nice fresh oyster on top of it.
Perfect way to end this trip.
It was a great, Today is the final day. We will probably have a Boston video coming out after this, but if you've enjoyed this one, you should check out the other ones. Anyway. Favorite bite of today?
I'm gonna have to go with that super seafood chowder at Gilbert's.
I was gonna do the same thing.
And that, oh god, it was good. I would say in the bread bowl, but even out of the bread bowl, it was good. It was so good.
That was so good.
Yeah.
And okay, since you took that, I'll go with the Maine lobster roll at Bite Into Maine.
Oh, we loved that place.
I thought that one was better. Maybe, if you're in Maine, you should probably get the Maine style, not the Connecticut.
Yep.
And then best moment of today?
I would have to say there was a time when we were up at the first Lighthouse where we were sitting with all of our friends who we've met in the most mysterious way through YouTube. I guess it's no longer mysterious, but it really is. Our paths wouldn't have crossed had it not been for YouTube.
Right.
And we were sitting there with Andy and Simone and Jordan and Ashton overlooking the ocean and the lighthouse, and it was just like a culmination of like, this is life. Like, this is pretty cool.
It was so cool. Yeah, one couple from Maine, one couple from Missouri, one couple from Wyoming.
Yeah.
And sitting in Maine, eating some lobster and drinking beer.
Drinking a couple beers. Yeah, it was just pretty cool.
I'm going to go with that too.
Yeah.
That was a good one. All right, if you're enjoying our videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe.
You can also follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and X. All our links are down below.
And like I said, Boston is probably coming next, but we did it before this. It's really good. Check it out.